it's your emergency. It's better late than never. So why all the hurry? Speeding is the main cause of plenty mishaps. The road is now a racetrack, threatening life and property, and all the result of that led to death and injury. Inconsiderate driving, this nonsense need to stop. Stop. I'm making it my business to alert all motorists, especially those who love to break traffic laws. I have seen what speed can do. Here I am to your rescue, to help you to live. Just take this advice I give. Slow down. I want you all drivers, slow down. Take care of your passengers. Be careful on the road. Hey. Don't make it an episode. How much more tragedy we have to endure to face the reality. Less is safer than more. I'm begging all my friends. Be careful on the road. Slow it down, hey. Raja, watch out for them donkey. Road pro, you're taking a serious risk, exceeding the speed limit. Slow down. When your vehicle right off, slow down. And your friends them a go laugh. Blood stains everywhere. Slow down. A whole heap of them done dead for the year. I don't beg you already.
27 minutes moving on to the hour of 9 o'clock. Good morning once again and welcome back to our morning show. It's now time for On the Road or Traffic Discussion. And in the studio as usual we have Inspector Eddie and Granny. And we are in the presence of a constable. We're going to get his name in just a bit. Gentlemen, morning once again.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Yes, morning.
Good morning, GQ. Good morning to the general public. And good morning to the international listeners. We are glad to be here again with On the Road, Traffic Talk. Here in the studio, you have Granny, as Mr. GQ alluded to. We have Constable Daniel. This is your first time being here, Daniel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome, man. Welcome to the studio. Yes, man.
Well, definitely I'll give him the mic just now so that he could actually introduce himself. He could say how long he worked. He's working at the traffic department, how long he's in the force and so on. Go ahead without further ado.
Okay, my name is number 353, Kurt Daniel. I've been in the police force for about 2 years. At traffic for almost 6 months, I would think. After passing out, I went to Kayan, then back to traffic. After some people put in some good words saying that they need me up there.
Okay.
So, and that's basically from there.
Yeah.
All right, so you're building your foundation.
Yes.
Nice, man.
And do you like being at the traffic department?
Yes, I do.
He sounds like
No hesitation.
No hesitation.
None at all.
Yeah.
Granny, what about you, Granny?
Well, I hear good morning again to the general public. Nice to be here on another Wednesday. I know GQ just a while ago say the boat there is today and I won't be in today, but the boat there is Monday, the 7th. Right, but I was saying I would not have been in the Wednesday after because, people like to, yeah. But what going on now, GQ, is that the general public, the feedback what you get from the public out there is like you can't miss nothing. Right, because you have to make sure that you educate the public, hear what they say, and whatever the case.
So you're saying to me indirectly you're going to be here next week?
But I have to. I will come.
All
But
right,
furthermore, I want to acknowledge the police them out there who is doing their work seriously. And I've been seeing it, GQ. Right? I mean, you have police on 4th Street. I don't wonder, I mean, if they don't sleep. I pass on 4th Street late at night, the police presence there. Up to the other day, I went over the southeast. I see the Coast Guard heading. By the time I reach on Turtle Beach side, the Coast Guard have a boat round there. Right? So yeah, I just want to commend them for still doing their good job. And the last time when we was here with the police, I think Gerald or something like that, right?
Yes, Geraldel.
Yeah,
Geraldel.
Geraldel.
Yeah.
I saw him do a thing Friday, and I want to tell him that was a good thing he did.
Okay.
The stoplights down at the Treasury, right?
Oh, that was the officer there. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh,
yes,
okay,
yes,
okay. Well,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
What he did, he passed, he went, and then maybe on his way, no, he came back, and then on his way going again, he noticed that the traffic blocked up. Cause you find that the people them who is coming from Cross Inland Revenue side, they're going up to 4th Street direction. So if 4th Street block up, the people them who is coming from Rams direction can't pass. Right? And he stayed there and he make sure that the traffic, he call out the traffic, and for the time I always say, at times he need a police officer there. And he used his discretion and instead right there call out the traffic until it was cleared, and then when he left.
Yes.
Right,
yes,
so,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah. Kudos to him, man.
Yeah, yes, and one more police. I think this is happening on Saturday, right? The most friendliest, jokiest, disgusting police. May his soul rest in peace. Saturday coming. That's Sergeant Tussie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sergeant Tussie,
okay.
may his soul rest in
okay,
peace.
okay.
One nice police officer.
Mako.
Yeah, Mako.
Yeah.
Good
Yes,
job.
yeah.
Actually, I could allude to that because I work with Mako
Yeah, he's
in the SSU department. I mean, I work in the SSU department for over like 12 years or more. So definitely Sergeant Tusty, he was there with me.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a man who is quite manly. You know?
Yes, yes.
Lot
And
of
high spirited.
manners. Yeah, I mean high spirited.
Yeah, right on to the
A lot
very
of
end.
Humility. When he was ill, I mean, he used to pass by the house. Say, man, let me drink some jelly water.
Yeah, yeah.
I sit down and yeah, boy, I wish I could put something in.
Yeah.
Can't put up. Yeah, we just sit down and rapport and talk about the good time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Up
yes.
to the present moment, So, yeah, Marco does a good job. And honestly, he will be missed in the SSU.
Yeah, trust me, yeah.
Because when time you hear gunshot there, gunshot here, that there, he ready to move.
He gone, he ready to go.
Say, let me move. He always ready. I mean, I always got half dressed, just put on a top and we gone. You know what I mean? So Marco, he was an asset to the department, and he will be greatly missed.
Yes,
I must
ma'am.
salute to that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, what's on the table for the discussion this morning, gentlemen?
Well, I have here with me, I want to read something from chapter 15.06 Vehicle and Road Traffic Act. And this is something about the power of police to test our cars, motor vehicles to be tested after an accident. And it states here in section 1, where an accident occurs, owing to the presence of a motor vehicle on a road, a member of the police force may inspect and test the motor vehicle or cause it to be inspected and tested by an inspector or examiner, and may, for the purpose, require that the said motor vehicle shall not be driven or taken away from the scene of the accident until it has been so inspected and tested. 2. Any person who obstructs an inspector, examiner, or member of the police force in the performance of his or her duty under this section, contravenes or fails to comply with this section, or fails to comply with the requirement by a member of the police force made under subsection 1, commits an offense and is liable and summary conviction to a fine not exceeding $500 or imprisonment to a term of 3 months or both. So basically, a vehicle get into an accident, you don't know the cause of the accident. How would you know the cause of the accident if you examine the motor vehicle? Sometimes it could be the brakes, it could be all kind of stuff. People say, boy, brakes Lego and brakes that, So definitely, the reason why you have to inspect the vehicle. I mean, you get somebody so experienced. I mean, if you do not have such experience to test the vehicle, the reason why you have examining officers, you got the inspectors, you got home depots, you call somebody and they could inspect the vehicle. If the vehicle need further testing or thorough testing, examination, you take it to, the examiner and they actually check the vehicle
Right.
thoroughly.
Right. Okay.
So there is something I don't know if you know about that, Granny.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Because there was a time a vehicle got in an accident on Frigate Bay, right? And the police who came, I think, was two of them. So I was on my way going Frigate Bay. So the man said, well, Granny, come help us, Major. And then the man there saying that when he banked the corner, his vehicle just give a little slide. I say, you know why your vehicle slide? Because your back wheel's off. He said, Granny, how you know that my back wheel's off? And I went and I took out the ear thing. Right? And I said, see? You want it in your back wheel.
Oh, you got one of those for the balance.
Right. Yeah. And this is something, I came with this morning to tell people, okay, you find like when we coming out our stop and so somebody and bust out and say, man, I had an indicator you ain't see. For the driving public out there, if you put on your indicator, left or right, and you notice that it's blinking faster than the other one, you have a bulb that is blown. Right? So that is a noise traffic tip for y'all today. I think I should come with some of them on time, Yeah. That is true. So when you notice that one of your indicator lights them is blinking faster than one, Inspector so live St. Peter's, you might notice, but I see it in the back of your vehicle, the lady so live St. Peter's.
Yes.
Yeah, when you put on your lights, one blinking faster than one, so you know that you have a blood bulb.
You
so
should be able to hear the noise inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
the tick is faster than if you put on the other one. So then you know that you have to go and buy a bulb.
Yes.
That's for the driving public mind. Please note that.
Next thing I want to allude to is that some police officers some persons actually call me civilians. I mean, I don't have to give name to the police officer. Who ask me name and the scene when I get the accident. Yes, you have to give name.
Yes,
to the
by law.
officer. You understand? And this is by law. And I just want to read a section here actually that alludes to the fact. And this is section 55 of the Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, chapter 15.06, and it said duty to give name and address and to stop. Again, duty to give name and address and to stop. And it's a power of arrest in certain cases. And it states here in section 1, in subsection 1, it states, if the driver of a motor vehicle who is alleged to have committed an offense under the foregoing provisions of this act as to reckless addiction, be liable to a fine not exceeding $300. I think this should be $1,000. Something like this needs to be amended.
You shouldn't lie to the authority.
$300 are how long imprisonment?
Yeah, it said $300, not exceeding. Any member of the police force may arrest any person driving a motor vehicle on a road shall stop the vehicle and being so required by any member of the police force in uniform. And if he or she fails so to do, he or she shall be liable in summary conviction to a penalty not exceeding $300. Subsection 4, the expression stop in subsection 3 means to remain stationary for as long as is reasonably necessary for the police to complete the purpose of the stop. Again, it states here in subsection 4, the expression stop in subsection 3 means to remain stationary for as long as is reasonably necessary for the police to complete the purpose of the stop. Police have to carry out his duty, and if it takes an hour, if it takes a half an hour, if it takes 15 minutes, if it takes a minute, you have to just wait until, it must be reasonable, ain't you?
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, this is subsection 3. Any person driving a motor vehicle on a road shall stop the vehicle and being so required by the member of any member of the police force, again, in uniform, and if he or she fails to do so, he or she shall be liable on summary conviction to a penalty not exceeding $300. So, if he
You
is,
need to pay them $300.
and that is the reason why he say, you know, he needs some amendment.
Yeah, you want to amend it. Because
Comes
people
to-
work out $300, man, I could pay that. Don't study them there. Yeah.
I don't know what you ever encounter. I must go to the junior officer. You ever encounter being like investigating a matter?
The only thing I've encountered so far is persons driving without insurance. And some of them driving without the valid driver's license. But failing to give the name, no, everybody give them the correct name and
Comply.
it's been complied, yes.
GQ.
And yesterday we had our transport board meeting. First, you know, the new PS is Mrs. Scully Morton.
If you
That's
could
right.
actually give a synopsis of what actually transpired in the transport board meeting. Is it safety,
Yeah,
public safety and transport board, traffic safety and public service
Traffic
drivers board.
Yes.
Yeah. If you could tell them what it is.
Well, you know, we couldn't. Well, some of the people they had to go out, so we're just bypassing certain things and so. Well, the bus terminal, you know, well, this is the second week going on, the second week for the bus terminal. The feedback for the bus terminal is good. Let me not say good, let me say great.
Okay.
Right, with how they're performing and so. They might have some little tweaking and so to deal with because of traffic wise and so forth. But yes, the outcome of that is great. That was the plan and the good suggestions from the West Side.
Bus Association.
Yes, the president. They right now they have ongoing the COVID training because and to the borders gonna go open. So to all the bus drivers them out there, the training, because we have to be certified and so it is put on a little hole you know, and drive back more or less. So look out still, it's still there, but the government is dealing with the training to opening the borders, so deal with that first. So yes, but otherwise than that, there are certain things I must say that I can't say because some punishment gonna come now. Yeah, because they have some buses still out there, still don't want to comply.
Oh gosh.
Right, and want to do as they like.
You see, in this forum, you know, I mean, I definitely, you know, I do not like to deceive people, and I don't like people to misconstrue. And when it comes to this forum, I like to know I talking the truth. You got to disseminate the information outside, you know what I mean? We cannot stay here, keep information and think that, you know what I mean, something will be remedied. So we have to talk. So don't be afraid to actually disseminate to the public.
No, but that is what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, that part there I won't say because, yeah, the buses them out there who are complying is all good. Got some busmen out there, they feel like they want to give the officers them trouble. Officers present.
They feel like they're giving.
Well, more or less they maybe feel like because I'm going to tell you this, time longer than time.
Yes.
And then above the law. Right? I mean, in the officers present, you want to fly to the bus terminal with rocket and then kind of thing. Right? And this ain't come from the president now, nothing. Right? This if something don't reach the board, I tell people, well, I don't gonna no on the water in my mouth here. This man I come with all sweetness for the people. So you don't know what is going on. Yeah, I mean, yes, the meeting was nice and so.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. We're gonna open the lines, gentlemen.
Of course, run it.
What I was saying, it's like if you give people a brief, just a briefing about what the traffic safety and public board is like. Yeah. A lot of people may not know.
Okay, the traffic board, more or less, the traffic board consists of members from public works, tourism, as in taxi also, right, bus, police officers from traffic, St. Kitts Nevis, and maritime now. So, you know, I mean, it's a whole within the public safety of transportation and traffic.
Okay.
And discusses.
Yeah.
Discusses.
Yeah, it discusses like, I mean, more or less like road safety, child laws and
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
See, GQ look curious.
Yeah, so when you hear a lot come up about you gotta wear a seatbelt because this accident happened, and so them things is what a pass through the board. So yeah.
All right.
Okay, GQ, when you're ready.
All right. Can I ask you all to put on your headphones?
Definitely.
There's two, so
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, let me. You put it down. I will listen to you. Yeah, I listen to you.
All right. 465-2555. Let's go to the phone lines and let's hear from the public this morning. Good morning. You are live.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes. Good morning.
Just give me a little value.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning. Go
Good
ahead.
morning, gentlemen. How are you all doing?
morning.
This is Ed Jr.
Mm-hmm.
In relation to, well, let me say to Eddie, Inspector Eddie, I like the idea of giving the youngsters the exposure. That's a very good idea, a very good initiative done by him. I want to send my sympathies over to the family of Makutu, who will be buried on Saturday. He was a great soldier, great officer. No ifs, no maybe about it. And in relation to what Granny said, he made a lot of sense in relation to persons, the maintenance of a lot of persons' vehicles. Because sometimes person takes these little things for granted. But I like the idea that Granny brought up. Certain tips, there are certain tips person can know if something is wrong with their vehicle, especially when the lights are flashing. Obviously there is something wrong. So you just can check it out, and sometimes you need is just a bulb, and you'll get that rectified. In relation to the bus terminal, I just don't like to talk. I like to see things for myself. And I had a chance to actually drive on the bus because I decided rather than just listening, let me go and see what it's all about. And I must admit, I was very impressed. I catch a bus yesterday and coming back, I like the way how it is set up. As Granny said, just that you have one or two is going to be resistant to the change. But to me, it's well placed. I like the idea that persons, when you come, you drop off your passengers, you have to wait, rather than person just coming making a lot of noise. And to me, it's a more equitable position the busmen are put in. It's just for them to, yes, maybe of course they're going to be a little tweak now and again, but generally it's running well, and the busmen just have to govern themselves accordingly. But as usual, great program, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
All right, man. Any response before we take any calls?
Yeah. Go with the call. Go with the call.
No, I just called to say thanks to the police for listening to me. Because one time, Inspector GQ and I had a conversation, and Inspector GQ said, boy, culture, really, you wearing down, boy, you wearing down. I say, you realize it because it doesn't seem like one man has any say in a community petitioning himself alone. Well, there was an individual who was running a bus with small acts and grandmasters playing in the bus. And you could have stepped miles and hear it. And I've been complaining about it. And all of a sudden, about 2 to 3 weeks now, it stopped. So I called to tell you all thanks. That shows that you all are listening. And when you get the opportunity, you all will address the problem. Because I went right up to the green clothes, come down to the plain clothes police to make complaint about that. Because that is a law on the books that has been broken and it is stopped. So thanks again to the police for carrying out your duty as police.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Nice, man. All right, let's take this next call. Line 2, you are live, and good morning.
Good morning, GQ.
Hey, good morning, man.
And good morning to Inspector Eddie.
Yeah, morning,
And
sir. Morning, sir.
And
Yes.
good morning, Granny. A real versatile guy.
Morning.
Working with the police them as a bus driver. You are good. You are bus operator. Now, Granny, my little input to you. When you think about passengers who got a problem with the bus now, the main line, and first come, first go. And some of them is complaining, saying that they got a personal bus to go on, and that ain't fair to them. I want to hear your views as a bus operator, because when we go to other countries, Granny, you know that we got to abide by the law. regardless to what. You understand? Sometimes you got to prepare yourself hours before you get to your job, you know. You understand? You got to lose sleep. And here you think it that you could jump on a bus because you got to wait on a bus. A young lady said that a bus that took her down to Fig Tree. And suppose now she can't get a bus to take her down to Fig Tree. And no Fig Tree bus at all in the town. What she going to do? I tell her, you could hire a taxi to carry your home. Somebody privately carry your home or get your own vehicle. Because of the control the countries a lot. This is the rules and regulation now. First come, first serve, and it's better for the bus drivers them. Because they make the money, so a bus must go to the terminal full unless you want to turn off before you get pulled up. I will listen to the rest of the year.
Well, okay, let me address on the last call. I don't know if you want to address the first one. But I'm going to be honest with y'all, the driving public out there. A lot of people fear changes, right? And this is the time when you can say that, the government going to spend a lot of money in building 2 terminals. Because right now, we build one up for in College Street, we just roof the whole gut. Right? Right? But, we reaching a time now where first come, first serve. Right? The bus is in front, you catch them, and they go. Because in bigger countries out there, right? Even still in smaller countries, you have buses lining up and they can't leave the terminal. Nobody even behind could leave until the first bus is gone. Right? The same time, yes, you could wait on your bus. At one time, when I really used to hustle for passengers, I used to tell my passengers, I don't wait for me because I ain't got a day when I break down and I can't come for you all. Right? So long to catch other buses. Yes, if I see me in the position to catch me, well, do fourth, right? But otherwise than that, come on, new changes now. First come, first serve.
Listen me, man. Gone are those days. You understand me? Because in the international world, GQ, I'm sure you'll be in the international world. Nobody watching the bus. Everybody just want to go home.
Exactly, because they want to go.
Whether old bus, new bus, and in them international world, the buses are not so privatized like here. You understand me? And I think that is the reason why you see it is so chaotic. You understand me? And people can't actually comply. You understand me? As Malcolm X stated, we have too many differences, that we can't get together. Everybody coming with their own differences, but if it was under one roof, like say it was, government operated, something like in maybe England or you see them red buses coming. You can jump on. Don't jump on, you can't reach your destination.
Yeah, that is true.
Somebody watching the bus, I want to go, this place, you just jump on the bus and you reach to your destination. That's it. You ain't watching the bus. And that is what it should be implemented here. And I think this is the right thing actually going on presently. It is quite equitable.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You have 4 buses up front. Those are the buses that you jump on. You understand me? Those are the buses with the doors open. You jump on them and you go to your destination. You understand me? The buses in the waiting area just cannot move.
You can't say you can't go
you
sit in
understand
there?
me? You could go and sit in them if you want to, but they just cannot move.
Yeah, they can't
You
move
understand me?
Until the turn comes.
Not until the turn come. That is equitable. You understand me? That is fair. That is just. You understand me? That is, go ahead, GQ.
I will let you continue, and we can take some more calls after the break, but it's now time for us to pause for our 9 o'clock report.
Those who love to break traffic laws, I have seen what speed can do. Here I you simply the
But we also built some studio units in St. Peter's, a place called Paris. Those studio units are ideal for the single person seeking to begin to build his own life, understanding what it is to be living with responsibility for themselves and for all of the utilities associated with the home. In this new term, we will do many more of those across the country. It is why on this 24th anniversary occasion, I am pleased to be here to say happy 24th anniversary to those who have all been associated with the National Housing Corporation over many years. I think the next 4 years is an exciting period, a period when young people in particular should benefit from the work of the ministry and should benefit from the work of those who work at the National Housing Corporation. I should say overall, benefiting from the work of the Team Unity administration. Happy 24th anniversary.
Just want to congratulate the National Housing Corporation for its 24th year in existence. NHC, as we know it, I believe have come a long way, and I too want to congratulate even the past board members who would have brought NHC thus far. I know under my watch as chairman of the board, we would have brought in some new ideas. In very short order, the corporation would be introducing online payments, and I trust that our clients can take advantage of that. I would also like to congratulate the other members of the board, National Housing Corporation board and management team and staff for this 24th year of existence of the National Housing Corporation.
Happy 24th anniversary, NHC.
I am Juliana Edney from the Purchasing Department, wishing NHC happy 24th anniversary.
It is my turn to wish NHC a happy 24th anniversary.
Guess what? It's our anniversary. Happy 24th anniversary to NHC. Yeah.
Happy 24th anniversary, NHC. It's been a pleasure serving the people with you.
Happy 24th anniversary, National Housing Corporation.
Happy 24th anniversary, NHC.
Hi everyone, good day. My name is Vincia Collins from Vincia's Artistry. Today I will be making a pair of earrings from plastic. So let's just get right into it. This is the pattern. It actually was cut from Clorox bottle. I will be painting it with polish, used polish, and I will be doing a tie-dye sort of effect. It's my own unique way of painting on plastic. Be sure to use your gloves when you're dealing with polish, but you can always use acetone or polish remover to get the stains off your finger. We're going to give this a few minutes or two to dry, and then we will do the other side. Let's turn on the other side, and we're going to do the same just as we do the front side. Look at that. Isn't that unique? After this has dried, we will then enter the air wire. Our earrings has fully dried, so we're now going to put in the air wire. So we're going to use the tip pin, and we're just going to pierce the earrings. Put both of them together, preferably. And we're just going to pierce right through. Okay, we're going to put in the rings. And we're going to put in the ear wire. Now for the second one. And this is the final completion of the plastic earrings. This is what it looks like. This is a finger tie-dye sort of painting. We're going to complement our earrings by adding a bangle. This bangle was made from just the ordinary piece of plastic tube with the same tie-dye finger painting effect. This is what it looks like. You're just gonna set a little piece of wooden stick. We're just gonna insert it into the end piece, and we're just gonna add the other end. We're going to enhance our bangle by just adding some gold rings. We're gonna start by just putting the gold rings in the joint area. Isn't this unique? Just look at this. This is the finished look of the earrings and the bangle. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. The month of July is plastic free, so I am encouraging you to reduce the use of single-use plastic.
Some companies are seeing lower revenue resulting in cash flow due to slow activities as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Thus, persons will experience financial difficulties that may be traumatic. It can be very devastating for persons who have been made redundant or received salary cuts due to the COVID-19 pandemic or any other reason, as a matter of fact, because everyone has bills to pay and their families to take care of. This is why the National Housing Corporation, NHC, we are making it a bit more comfortable for homeowners. Being without a job can drive anyone insane. You can lose your home, your vehicle, health benefits, go hungry, and the list goes on and on. And so, NHC has put in place some measures to assist homeowners who have suffered from loss of jobs, reduced work hours, or salary reduction. What we did was adopt ECCB's suggestion of a moratorium benefit that gives homeowners a 3-month deferment on their mortgage payment and a waiver on accrued interest. In doing so, qualified homeowners' daily interest will be waived for 3 months, and they do not have to worry about making their mortgage payments for 3 months as well. Of course, there are prerequisites for them to benefit from this offer. And these prerequisites are: you must be current in your monthly payments, you must submit an unemployment or related letter from your employer, or you must submit proof of entrepreneurship, that is, if you are self-employed. Although we stated that you must be current in your monthly payments, we still must use our discretion, as some persons have other underlying issues. If you fit any of these categories, the process begins with you coming into NHC and speaking with a client relations officer. Our competent staff will ensure that you are guided in the right way to complete this transaction. Practice social distancing by following the 6 feet markings in waiting lines, and ensure that you wear your mask at all times. During the pandemic, you may also suffer from stress or anxiety as a result of not knowing what to do without employment. If this is so, we encourage you to seek help through the medical officials or any government assistance program that is afforded to you. You can call 467-1314 or 467-1224 to find out what programs and benefits are available to help you to get through this difficult period. These are some other tips to keep you safe and healthy during the pandemic. Exercise frequently, Wash your hands often. Keep your hands out of your face, which is very difficult to do at times. Eat healthy. You buy nutrient-rich, immune-boosting vitamins. Avoid overcrowded places. Clean your home and surrounding areas frequently. Stay at home. Until the next time, stay safe and healthy. Seek professional and medical advice.
Inspector Eddie.
Daniel, Officer Daniel.
Officer Daniel. Forgive me, by the way. I'll get familiar with you. I hope to see you again. And we hope to hear from you before we leave as well. And Granny here in the studio. Gentlemen, we're going straight back to the phone lines?
Yes, go straight back.
All right, so let's start. Line 1. Good morning. You're live.
Hi, good morning. A couple of questions. One, can you explain the classes of license that you have on the driver's license? I see a class A. Well, I know of a class A because that's the one I have. But I think it is supposed to tell you what type of vehicle you drive. If you could explain the different classes. The second thing is, if you stop somebody and you know, be it for insurance or driver's license, they examine closely that particular class. Because I think some people drive in some vehicles that they're really not supposed to be driving. And the last question I have is, when you're checking for insurance, what is that? The insurance of the vehicle or the insurance of the person who is driving? In other words, if I have a daughter, for instance, and she has a license and her she's not on the insurance to drive the vehicle, is that an offense? I'd listen up here. Thanks.
Okay, let me hit that one time. Section, I'd like to go to your legislation, you see. See what I'm going to answer your question. Vehicle Road Traffic Act, Chapter 15.06, and it states here in Section 27, classes of driver's licenses. And it say, 1, driver's license shall be of 10 classes. That is to say, A, Class A, driver's license, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle with a registered tier weight of 4 tons or less, but shall not include an agriculture tractor or motorcycle. B, Class B, driver's license which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle with a registered tier weight of 8 tons or less, but shall not include a motorcycle or an agriculture tractor. Class C states, license shall entitle, this is a Class C, shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle with a registered tier weight exceeding 8 tons, but shall not include an agriculture tractor, nor a motorcycle, or any heavy construction equipment, and it shall include a truck tractor in combination with a semi-trailer, regardless of the registered weight. Class D, driver's license, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive an agriculture tractor. So Class D, you only could drive an agriculture tractor. Class E, driver's license, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any heavy construction equipment. Class F, driver's license, which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle or combination of vehicles that is any of letter classification A, B, C, D, E, or M. Class L, driver's license which shall entitle the holder thereof to operate a motor vehicle for the purpose of learning to drive. That them learners, drivers on the road, teaching them youngsters or whoever to drive. Yeah. Class M is a motorcycle only license which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive a motorcycle only. Class P, driver's license which shall entitle the holder thereof to drive any motor vehicle with a registered tier weight of 2 tons, and them cars and them, yeah, or less, but shall not include any agriculture tractor, nor motorcycle or any vehicle transporting any persons to compensation, or reward. Yeah. Class I driver's license is the license issued to the holder of a Class A, B, C, D, E, or F driver's license, authorizing him or her to occupy the seat beside a learner driver for the purpose of giving instruction in driving the motor vehicle. So this is the Class I driver's license. So this is the classes of driver's license. Now somebody he actually asked a question pertaining to the insurance. Maybe the insurance for the person, insurance for the vehicle. Definitely the insurance for you must have the insurance for the vehicle. Definitely if GQ wants to drive your vehicle, well, the name should be an insurance. Definitely should be the policy for you to be eligible to drive such vehicle. So
when they stop you and they check for insurance, is to make sure that your vehicle is properly insured to be on the road.
Insured to be on the road. And so, yes.
Okay. All right.
That is what it's for.
And that is something we spoke about yesterday in the meeting. That people who drive in bus, their name must be on insurance. You have 14 people life taken, this ain't the time to farm fool. If I come GQ, you as a bus owner, and I ask you for a job, and you're giving me the job, I giving you the license for you to put my name and your bus insurance. When you find them, what you do?
Arrest them, for instance.
Okay.
Give them insurance.
Alright then. The police ready.
Ready to arrest. How many cases you have on that, Daniel?
So far I have 2 cases with person driving without insurance.
Yes.
All right. Let's go back to the phone line.
Right.
Line 1, good morning, and you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning.
Just a quick 2 questions. Since we're in the mood for changing, don't you think we should change the bus route? That's one. And number 2, if you pick up a passenger by a bus stop and you realize like you need some gas on 4th Street and you have 1 passenger behind, what would you do to go and get your gas without having to maybe put out the passenger or something like that?
So you ain't supposed to go, if you as the driver in the bus, well, yes, I will say that you could maneuver, off the bus route because you are the only person in the bus. Now, if you enjoy going up 4th Street with a passenger in your bus, and I'm a lovely lady up there near your house, you got a passenger in your bus, well, you can tell Rose, you're going for gas, but you have a passenger in your bus. You're not supposed to be off the bus route with passenger in your bus.
Okay.
Basically, prevention is better than cure. And I was looking for the piece of legislation to salute to the general public. I prefer to read it from the legislation. However, I will say this: prevention is better than cure. There is no way you want passenger, whether 1 or 2, 3 in your bus when you're actually
going by a gas station
by a petrol station. You understand me?
You heard his first question, Granny?
No.
Concerning the route. You heard the question concerning the route?
To change the bus route? Well, no, nobody never look at changing the bus route because directly you have to try to keep the bus route out of Bastia. You can't have, yes, we do take chances driving through town and so, but yes, we have the bus route. So when y'all jumping on certain things, please don't make the police going tongue to mouth to give me no ticket. So while we have the bus route, I mean, off the outskirts of town, let me stay so.
All right. Let's go back to the phone line. Line 2, good morning, you're live.
Hello, good morning. I just tuned into the program, but I don't know what the topic is about. But I have some concerns when it comes to the traffic. Sorry. Last week, Friday, I think it was, there was a viewing of the late Richard Keynes. And that small street between Kassab and Dilly Walling was blocked off, also Princess Street. But I'm still seeing the traffic department issuing tickets to persons who were parked on yellow line just for maybe like a 5-10 minutes. I think that was very inconsiderate. Because, I mean, if you block off the streets from parking, why would you issue tickets to persons who can't find parking in other areas? Two, I think with the introduction of this new West Bus Terminal, some sort of consideration should be given to drivers also. Loosen up some of the yellow lines you have around town. For instance, done by the public market. Maybe the government could clean up Bastia High School and make it a parking area. Because if you realize, if you stop people from parking on the bus stop, on the sides where the bars are, that creates another problem for us as drivers. Port Zante is only free now because of the fact that no tourist ship is being docked at the harbour. So we are free until such time. Thirdly, I think some of the busmen, they need to probably get some sort of training, especially when it comes to talking to the passengers and that loud and aggressive, dirty music they play in people's ears on a daily basis. Fourthly, some of the bus drivers, they have on these sort of lights to the front that makes it very difficult for road users to see at nights. And it's just outrageous. They don't even turn off the brightlights in people's face, especially around Old Road Bay, where some areas is not lit. But I think the traffic department needs to be more considerate when it comes to we, the road users. I use the roads every day because I'm a driver. Fourthly, on Monday I was in Bastia and I was parked on 4th Street, to the bottom of 4th Street, just outside Scotiabank. And at 5 p.m., a traffic officer giving tickets. I would want to think that the parking on 4th Street at that time of the day, I'm not obstructing the traffic because, most persons have gone home from work. So I would like to think that I could park there for an extended period just to do one or two things in the Polo Company. But I find that sometimes the traffic department, I'm not bashing the traffic department, because I like to see things done properly, but I'm just asking that they could be a little more lenient on we, the road users, please. And Granny, you need to talk to the bus drivers, they whether drive people, or if they're driving dirty garbage, or they're driving bread. Thank you.
Yes. Well, and GQ the caller make some valid point. And I want him to know, just now, when we having training, the noise, personal hygiene, all of those stuff is in place. The way how to talk to people. Right? Yeah, sometimes people just say, hey, you don't waste no time, yeah. But yeah, he coming and he gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
And who can follow, gonna just go ship out.
Mm-hmm.
The caller also spoke about 4th Street in parking. He said 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock on Fridays, people want to go line. If the police them doing the work, they do the work. It's stay at a half an hour. From 7 to 7. You could even park on the opposite side. But within those times, yeah. The last day,
right.
Let us stay there. Because a weekend time, what you're going to say about Friday, you maybe only look at Monday. But you ain't talk about Friday when you going to want to look at parking spot and you going to want to left me bus there long. Right? So yeah, a half an hour. Because I don't get a ticket there already, you know. Thinking it was an hour. And I went and I paid my ticket. Me didn't make no noise. I just tell the officer, give me.
Okay.
He said, oh, is you? I said, yeah. And I went and I paid my ticket.
Okay.
Half an hour is a half an hour.
All right. A number of points that caller raised. We're going to leave it there for now, though, because
There's a number of issues actually raised. So I have actually noted, not mental notes, but it's both mental and physical notes. Yeah. So definitely I'll address them next time we back here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, wrap up. No.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to the general public for listening. Actually, I hope everything that we said here haven't gone on deaf ears. You understand? I want to say thank you for Constable Daniel to be here. Also, my good friend Tyrone Brown, man who doesn't love his name, he prefers to hear Granny. Yeah, thank you for your invaluable time, from taking time from your bus operation business to come here and visit us as usual. I mean, to disseminate to the general public what is actually going on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are the one, I mean, who actually be on the road every day. You see, you know, a number of things that I wouldn't see well in office. You understand? So GQ to Zeta, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I want to convey my gratitude.
Yes, ma'am. You're speaking on behalf of the constable?
The constable will actually say something.
Okay.
Yeah, so you think that will go, you know what I mean, and follow. Because I know he look like he watching me and saying to himself, you know what I mean, I will want him to just But, yeah, as the first call actually alluded to, he said, it's very good to have the youngsters, you know what I mean. The youngsters, I spoke, you know, just 2 weeks ago or something like that, or last week, you know. You have to have the youngsters, you know, the transition mode, you know what I mean. We have to make way for them, you know what I mean. I wouldn't be here, as I said to you, all the time, and, you know, they have to actually take this step. You know what I mean? So I have to bring them into where they feed.
Yes. So they know they're running.
Yeah, so let him just actually conclude on this. Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay, I want to thank Inspector Eddie for allowing me this opportunity to come to ZIZ. Thank JQ as well for inviting me, having me here. Granny, as always, you know, he has on the road and he always calls the police and he makes sure look at us, you know, and treat us well. So basically, I just want to thank him for this experience and hope that I get the next opportunity to come here.
So should I get some extra bottle of water?
No, not sorry about no water. Me sure thing I run joy. Yes, I want to thank everybody for having us here. You know, safety come first. Drivers, to the general public out there, the driving public, please note, I think school will be open on Monday. Please drive with due care and attention. Remember at times when you have some little puppy, lock up in a pen and you just let them go, they're going to run wild.
No boy.
So you're going to have back and forth children trying to cross the road. Please drive with due care and attention. Yes, and see you next week, Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be back. God spare life.
Yes, man.
Thanks for having me. And the PS, Miss Carleen Morton, you know, from the Transport Board under heading Honorable Lindsey Grant. Yes, I'd like to say good morning to one and all again, and enjoy y'all rest of y'all day.
Thanks, man. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen. But stay tuned, we have Skellig Power Talk coming up next.
Another traffic jam. Somebody child fighting for their life. The rescue team does